So now we start, I guess. Okay. Tonight we're meeting again in our Wednesday 8:30 Zoom health solution. And our topic of today is pain and joints, or joints and pain. And I think it is a very interesting topic because there are so many people out there really suffering pains and aches and, you know, always moaning about, oh, my back, oh, my knee, oh, my hip, or my shoulder, or my hands, whatever. And so I think we should have a look into here. For those who don't know me, my name is Regina. I'm German. And I'm a mom of 3 children and a physiotherapist. So also from my job, from my profession, I always dealt with people who had their, let's say, issues health-wise with their joints, yeah? And as a physiotherapist, we treat these, let's say, the body through techniques with our hands, including, let's say, manual therapy or massage or whatever. But we can also help people on the nutritional way. And I will throw some light on that. 10 years ago, I met a company, and this company was also, let's say, taking, how do you say, I helped my patients also throughout their issues with these nutritional supplements. And I want to talk about that tonight a little bit, okay? Let me share my screen and let's start the PowerPoint. So this is the topic of today: joints and pain and what we can do ourselves. What I love about the part of nutrition is that, you know, as a therapist, we give treatments to people, yes, but then they're like depending on us. What I love about this part is here that if everybody takes responsibility about the way, for example, here about our lifestyle, the way we eat and so on, we can also really help the body a lot. Yeah, it is about lifestyle, and lifestyle, of course, has to do something with what do I eat? Do I exercise? Do I move? Because my body is a body that wants movement, that demands movement. We're not designed for sitting. Yeah, and all that. Of course, my lifestyle also includes the way I think, let's say, my mental health, because here this also plays a big role in also in pain. And yeah, so it is, let's say, a very complex topic. And the part I will take tonight is more also the nutritional part, okay? So let's see, how many joints do we have in our body? We have got a lot of joints. In total, there are 360 joints in our body. So really a lot. Now, what is a joint and how does it really look like? A joint is, let's say, a place of the bone where then the movement can take part, okay? That gives our body flexibility. If our bones would be just, you know, one bone, then we could not move, we could not bend our knees, we could not bend our hips, or we could not move our backs. Yeah, let's have a look. What you see here is a knee joint. I just show it because you can see it so well. So you can see when the 2 bones are like meeting in the joint, yeah, then you can see here a white layer. And this white layer is called cartilage, and it covers the bone, because if bone touches bone, that is really hurting. You all know that if somebody, you know, hits you, for example, here on the arm where the bone is quite sticking out, or if you fall on your elbow, or if you, for example, somebody kicks against your leg, then you can feel how bone is also aching. So here, what I want to say, where bone would go to bone, where the junction is, where the joint is, you can see that here there is a special layer, and this layer is called cartilage. You can also see it here again on this side, and you can see here, let's say, a normal knee, where the cartilage is really plain and nice, and here you can see a knee where the cartilage is already damaged, and this damage in the cartilage is called arthrosis. Okay, because it's something you hear a lot. People say, yeah, I suffer arthrosis or arthritis or whatever they say. That means that their cartilage is here damaged. That means the layer that protects the bone and that makes, let's say, the movement soft, that is here missing. And here in the knee, you can still see that there are like something in between, like a buffer, also to really avoid that bone is on bone. Okay, so just a little, let's say, anatomy lesson. Yeah. And then the arthritis, what people always talk about, it must not be in the knee, it can be in other, let's say, joints also. That is when this cartilage is damaged, as I showed in the picture before, or as you can see here, it's not smooth anymore. And here it is really caused by overload, by stress, by inflammation, by, let's say, metabolic diseases. Yeah. And the result is always pain, you know, because I want to speak about pain. That's why I have to speak about inflammation. In the end, we are always talking about an inflammation, degeneration also of the cartilage and or of tissue in general. Yeah, an injury also in a tissue. And here you can really see the injury in the tissue. Cartilage is a tissue too, and this tissue is injured, as the same as I can injure my muscle or I can injure my ligaments. Yeah, because the red part here are ligaments, for example. Everything can be injured, and every injury in the end then also is inflammation. Okay, and let's see. Now I want to show you here, and I hope my direct link will now function. This is a website where you can really read very good about inflammation and what it causes, because that is the topic of today. And here on the left side, you again see the joint of a knee. A joint always also has a capsule, like an onion, yeah, like a capsule around it. And if the worn cartilage, yeah, if the cartilage is worn out and the joint space is narrowed, then here we have got like inflammatory cells. The joint swells up very often. Pain or inflammation is shown as swelling. Maybe you have seen a swollen knee already, or a swollen finger. Yeah, this is always sign of an inflammation, of course. And now let's try this direct link. As I said, I hope it will function very good and lead me to where I want to be led. Can you see now this page opening up? Just give me a thumb up, please. Can you see it? No? Okay. Okay, don't worry. Then I have to go out of my PowerPoint and have to go in there. I don't know why it doesn't function, but here we are. That is where the link will lead you to. And here they also speak about inflammation and pain. Yeah, inflammation has become a mainstream word that most people understand. In practice, I use it daily to describe symptoms most people present in the clinic, says the doctor. And here he writes, what is an inflammation? And inflammation is a body response to stress. Yeah, and we land on for example, if we land on an outstretched arm, we get an inflammation on the shoulder, or if we land on the elbow, we can get an inflammation on the elbow, or the neck if it has been twisted in a way. Yeah, if we roll or twist an ankle from not paying attention or from athletics, we get, you can probably guess it, an inflammation then, of course, on the foot joint below. Inflammation is a natural response of our body to fix an injury, because our body is super intelligent, you know. That's why with this inflammation, the body wants to fix it. But very often, it is very painful, and if it gets chronic, it is also not functioning very well. So the causes of inflammation can be injury, as I said before, or, and now it's getting really interesting, poor diet, especially high in sugar. Okay, you always hear me talking about sugar and over acidification and refined sugar and refined carbohydrates and so on. Yeah, or then, of course, he goes on, what causes inflammation? Well, poor posture, or if I'm working and I have got a repetitive movement I have to do, and it gets like a trauma, like in, let's say, overdoing my joint with always the same movement, then we also speak about micro trauma. And here you can see a normal knee and a swollen knee. That's what I say. The things just swell up, yeah? Even if I've got a, you know, a little bite of an insect and I get something like a pimple, whatever, it's a swelling, and that's a little inflammation. Of course, it's not dramatic, but that's what hurts in the body. If something hurts, you can be sure it's an inflammation. Even in your teeth or organs can also inflammate. Yeah, our kidney can have an inflammation and so on. Okay, so that is what we need here to know. And if you want to know more, of course, then you can really read through it. Here, the question is, if I have pain, does it mean I have an inflammation? And the doctor says, yes, pain always shows that there is an inflammatory process going on, okay? So we experience inflammation or local inflammation from arthritis, injury, or overuse, okay? And you heard me speaking about arthrosis. Arthrosis is this degeneration of the joint, and always, if you read the ending itis, then they speak about an inflammation. Yeah, for example, one of my organ is called pancreas, and if they speak about a pancreatitis, it's an inflamed pancreas. Yeah, okay, that is always showing. And if I speak about arthrosis, I speak about a normal degeneration. But if I speak about an arthritis, then this joint is then also inflamed. Okay, so that is how you can detect yourself. If you read something always with this ending itis, it always shows that there is an inflammatory process going on. And if you want to know more, here on the website, you can read through it. I think it is very easily explained. And you can see even allergies are on a base of an inflammation. Even with cancer, they speak about there are inflammatory processes going on. Yeah. Or in my colon, for example, there are inflammations like colitis or morbus Crohn disease and so on. But our topic of today is this one: arthritis, joint pain, and what can I do about it? So let me go out again here, and then I have to go into my PowerPoint again, just because this link is not working, but it doesn't matter. Where am I? Wait a second. Where am I now? No, here I wanted to be. Okay, so that is what our topic is tonight. Sorry that I have to fiddle around here a little bit. So now let's have a look. I just read to you that this doctor was speaking about poor diet and diet high in sugar. Let's have a look at the, let's say, our healthy eating pyramid, yeah? And you can see it's from the Department of Nutrition of the Harvard School of Public Health. And what do they say? First of all, they say, of course, what I said before, lifestyle. Lifestyle has to do with I am moving my body, I'm exercising, because my body is made for movement, yeah? My body is designed for movement and not for sitting. So I should exercise every day. And you know, it doesn't have to be heavy exercise. Half an hour a walk or an hour walk, and you don't even have to run or work out. A walk is already very, very good, because that's how we were designed for, is walking, of course. Then we have, of course, that you can see here, daily exercise, and then weight control, of course. Yes, we have to control our weight, because weight is also damaging the body on various levels, not only because fat cells are not only, let's say, a tissue, it's a living tissue. Fat cells, for example, produce hormones also, and changes on a hormonic level. Also weight, and the weight that comes through the fat tissue, of course, is also, you know, putting a lot of weight on my joints. Then, of course, here you can see, let's say, the eating part. Yes, we have to have a healthy eating, and we should cook, and we should not eat prepared food. We should not just open tins and boxes. And here, I mean, if you know me, you know that it is all about the food we were designed for, because we were designed to eat from Mother Nature. And what did Mother Nature always give to us? Of course, everything that grew outside, vegetable and fruit, and, you know, oil from the olives, for example, or sunflower seeds. Everything that you can find in nature, we were designed on. And here you can see the whole grain part and so on. This is now here, this pyramid. And the higher we come, the less we need.
Regine, Entschuldigung, du bist noch im Webseite und nicht im PowerPoint.
Why am I not showing? Sorry, I didn't know. Can you see it now? Can you see it now? Sorry.
Yes, yeah.
Ah, thank you for telling me. So sorry. So that's what I was speaking about. You didn't see it. I'm sorry. So here the exercise part, the weight management part, as I said, and that we should cook and eat all together at home as a family, of course, if possible. Then we spoke about the vegetable and fruit part and the healthy oils. Okay. I don't want to repeat myself, but now you see what I was speaking about. Okay. And the higher we get, that's what I wanted to say, the less we should eat. And here, this upper part of the pyramid is taken away from the pyramid. Here you can see all, look, refined grains, white bread, white rice, white pasta, sugar, sugary drinks, sweets, a lot of salt, a lot of red meat. These things we should not eat so much, okay? That's why it is on the little part of the pyramid. So that should be something we eat. We should exercise. As I said, we are designed for moving our body and not for sitting our body. And we are designed to eat from Mother Nature. Mother Nature was always giving to us everything we need every single day. And Mother Nature has it all. Yeah, in the fruit, in the vegetable, in the seeds, in olives like oil and so on. Okay. Then nuts and beans and stuff is very important. That is, let's say now the protein part we need. Okay. But what also is really important, that's why here the red arrow is, are the nutritional supplements, because nowadays we are not getting enough of that. We don't even get enough of that. We don't get enough exercise. We don't get enough. We sit far too much. Then we have difficulties to manage our weight. Even children are overweight, which is a drama, honestly, because it shouldn't be like that. We should be strong, but never overweight. Okay. And very often we're not eating together. We're sitting in front of the TV or opening tins of eating prepared food or ordering a pizza. That is not a healthy lifestyle. Okay. So we should really go back to Mother Nature, cook and eat raw, eat the rainbow. You know me, what I always say, eat the rainbow. That means all the colors of the rainbow should be included. And then 5 times a day, at least, or 6 or 7, vegetable and fruit and so on, raw also. Now, as we don't do that, here the nutritional supplements need to be included, and that is even in this, let's say, healthy pyramid from this Harvard school already officially, let's say, in the documentation. That's why supplementation nowadays is not a nice to have, it is a must have. The only question is on which quality are we deciding on, which quality. Yeah, we cannot have a poor quality in supplementation. We also here, we want, let's say, the best quality for our body. Yeah. So let's see, maybe we are more on a degeneration than in an evolution way. Yeah, that's what I want to show with this picture, that we are not like evolving in a good way anymore. We are overweight. Look what he's eating here, and you can see that is not, let's say, a healthy lifestyle anymore, and this causes more degeneration than making us people strong. And you know, there is a saying, only in a strong body there can be a strong mind. Also, it is all together, we are all one. So we really have to think about our body. Here you can see, let's go now into the topic overweight a little bit. Here you can see on the left side, please, first of all, you see a woman weighing around, let's say, between 60 and 70 kilos, and this woman here is weighing 110 kilos. And what I want to show here now is not only the fat tissue, which is here yellowish on the outside or even on the inside. Look now, please, at the knees here. Yeah, I showed you how a knee joint has to look, and their bone and bone should not come together or be squeezed or whatever. And we always have a little space here. Yeah, and you can see on the left side, on the right side, sorry, that here you can see a bigger space than, let's say, the overweight lady, where the weight is pressing her tissue down, and even here pressing the knees together. And that, can you imagine that this causes this damage of the cartilage I showed you before? Yes, it does. It really abuses this cartilage, yeah, and that is where, let's say, the damage of the cartilage comes from, but not only in the knees, not only here, also here below or here in the hip joints and so on. Okay, so you can see here, for example, the shoulders, you can have this cartilage damage, you can have it in your hands, you can have it in the hip, in the elbow, in the knee, and here down there in the foot also. Okay, and many more. Now let's have a look at this vicious circle. What happens? For example, through the overweight, we have always, if we move, like little micro injuries, yeah, injuries in micro in the cartilage or whatever, and sometimes even we can create, let's say, like blood, that the blood comes into the joint, yeah. And what does this do? Of course, this creates pain. And what do I do if I've got pain? Do I move? No, we sit down or we lay down. Ow, ow, everything is aching. Then we sit down and lay down. We don't move anymore. But this inactivity, what does it do? It worsens all. It makes everything in the end, long-termly seen, worse. Okay, that means then, for example, we don't move. Then we again suffer obesity, because if we don't move, we don't burn our, let's say, our fat cells or our sugar we have eaten. And then, of course, we again get more pressure on the joints. And then again, we create more, let's say, inflammation again. Can you see this vicious circle we are in? And it's important to cut this vicious circle, and we can cut it. That's the good message here. Okay, don't be sad. It's not about bad news tonight. It's about good news, because we can do it if we are aware. And I think awareness is something we really should all work on, because if we're aware about things, we can really help ourselves. So overweight is an issue, and we should manage it. The second thing is, how do we want to look on the inside? Yeah. And yes, we can do something about it, because I mean, if I eat like the guy on the right side, maybe my intestine is quite, let's say, dirty. And if I eat like the guy on the left side and I do some workout and my metabolism is good, then my engine, my body is like an engine, like a chemical factory, burns everything very clean, and I don't have, let's say, the dirt inside. Okay, just to talk in pictures. I like to talk in pictures because it makes it so obvious. Yeah, let's see. So what can we do here? First of all, let's talk about systemic. It's everything systemic. My body is a system, so let me use the word systemic. Everything has an influence on me. What I think, how I manage my stress, what I eat, if I move or if I don't move, it works on the whole system. Emotions also work on my joints, on my fascia, on everything. Everything is connected in my body. Yeah. So let's think systemically. I hope the word is right in English. I can then, of course, intoxicate me, or I can create a lot of acids in my system by the way I eat. Here you can see, okay, maybe we should not eat that. Yeah, so I eat it, it comes into my system. Let's call my body system. Here through the colon, I absorb it into my blood. Who was already listening to my colon presentations, you know that here in the colon, what we eat gets absorbed into my body. Here, let's say the outside world, because that what I put into my mouth is the outside world, meets me in my colon. That's why I always say the outside world is making what I eat to my material. If I eat an apple, my body tries to make a cell of my hair or my nails out of it. The outside comes to the inside. It's so, I think it is so good to understand that the outside meets the inside in the moment we eat. Everything we eat, my body tries to create me, because my body has everyday inflammatory processes, everyday repairing processes. Every day he's working and repairing me, and he depends on the input, like your car depends on the input. And if you put the wrong fuel into your car, does it work? But here we do it every day. So let's think about the input again. Yeah, so it comes in my colon. Through my colon I absorb it, it comes into my blood, and through my blood, now we've got the traffic, the whole vessel system, it comes to every single cell in my body, in my connective tissue. Connective tissue means just everything you can touch, muscles and skin and ligaments and cartilage, everything is connective tissue, yeah? And then it's taken up in the joints and in the muscles, okay? So think systemically. Now, what does a not good, let's say, diet, high in sugar, and what this doctor said before, generate? Well, it generates a degeneration of my cartilage, of this layer that protects my joints. I suffer then chronic acidification. I'm too acidy, I am too intoxicated. I create a lot of free radicals. I then get an unbalanced hormonal system. If I'm overweight, I get this improper joint load. And then I suffer the deficiency of micronutrition also. And the rest isn't the same in German. I forgot to take it away in my PowerPoint. Now let's have a look. Aging, acid, slags. What happens here? Look, just look at the colors. When I look at this one, that is when we are young. When we are young, our body is here, this white part. The white part is slag-free blood fluids, because blood fluids is our blood, our, let's say, liquids. We are full of liquid. I mean, our cells are full of liquid. I'm talking about all the blood fluid. So 70% of our blood fluids are super clean and good, and we're young, and our body is full of also trace elements and minerals, and it's really good. It's a good thing. We're quite happy. Then we get older, and suddenly the stress factors come. So now we get this grayish part, the slag deposits, and then the slag deposits in the fluid, and then the, let's say, slag-free body fluids are diminishing, and even already our trace elements and our whole micronutrition is diminishing, and it goes on. This goes on. You can see it always gets more gray, and so on. And this is when we're between 30 and 50 years old. We already have, if I count it together, 50% slag deposits and slags in my body fluids, 50% already, and only 35% clean, and only 15% in total left of, let's say, good filled up deposits of minerals and trace elements. Because what are mineral and trace element deposits? My ligament, my hair, my teeth, my nail. We in German have a saying, one baby, one teeth. That's what they always said. A mother that gives birth to a baby, that developed a baby in their body, needed one teeth. That means the elements and the minerals and trace elements of one teeth to create the baby. Can you imagine that these are like deposits? And if I empty the deposits, maybe my tooth falls out. Do you understand what I mean? Between 30 and 50 years, we start degenerating. So it goes, and that is what goes on if we get older. And look, in the end, there's only little, let's say, deposits left, and let's say little slag-free body fluids. This part here is very little. That's what happens with aging. And now our health, what can we do about it? Well, health comes through detoxing and deacidification. That's what we can do, and that has to do with our lifestyle. Move your body, eat healthily, think healthily, manage your stress. Whatever you do for that, some people pray, some people meditate, we need our mental health also. Everything is together. In a strong body, there is a strong mind, but everything has to be in a way clean, because everything is together here. So now think systemic again. So if I can intoxicate my system, I can detox my system. That is the good part here. That's why I've got here the rainbow. Eat colorful, and what Mother Nature always gave to us, what we were designed for. And then it comes through our mouth into our colon. Now again in our colon, where the outside world meets my inside world. All the good stuff I eat here on the plate goes into my blood, goes into my connective tissue, and builds me up in form of good joints, good muscles, healthy tissue, good cartilage. So that is what we've got in our hands, and just some lifestyle changes are needed to get there. And you know what? This can be so yummy if we just know how to prepare it. And now the next message is, here you go, eat the rainbow. And if we're not always able to do that, well, then we can maybe help with some intelligent supplementation. So let's have a look at the pH level. We should be here neutral. Neutral is always good, okay? We should not be too acidy. We should also not be too alkaline, by the way, also not, yeah? But here in between, we should move, and our body also, that depends on the day, time. Sometimes in the night, for example, we are getting rid of our acids. So normally in the morning, we are more acidy, and throughout the day, if we, of course, eat healthily, that means here this stuff, yeah, this stuff, that is not good, this picture. If we eat a lot of vegetables, then we get more alkaline, because that is what minerals and vitamins do, especially minerals and trace elements, yeah? So now, if we eat the rainbow, and if we eat the vegetables and the minerals and the fruits and everything that helps our system to cleanse every day, we need the fibers in there also to cleanse. Then, and if we not always can do that every day, well, then we can go on a very good supplementation. And here you go with the products of Life Plus. Life Plus has a very intelligent concept, and this concept is a concept where, with, let's say, the basic supplementation, our system already is very happy. And let's think systemically again. If we give this cell nutrition in this powder, Daily Bio Basics, where I have all the vitamins and all the minerals, trace elements, fiber part, and even my probiotic bacteria, I have got a super cell nutrition to build up these deposits, okay, that I was speaking about, build up my deposits for my hair, my fingernails, and my teeth, and my connective tissue. Once they have eaten, the proantinols is a cell protector and a super antioxidant, which I also need to fight against the free radicals, omega-3 fatty acids, and even maybe think about a protein. Why? Because we need good muscle mass, yeah, to also help to get the load from the joints. If my muscles are really working very well, then they are strong, they can protect the load of my joints and take it off my joints. That's what I want to say. Now, once I have filled up everything, my deposits and so on, there are now also products I can think about. And these products that our company give to us, really, they create amazing good combinations where I can have optimum combinations to, let's say, also work on my pain and my joint health. So what do joints like? Joints like Liprenex. Liprenex is a supplement of the green lip muscle. It is an oil in little pearls. It comes, and this oil is super, let's say, for the joints, and it is also super to help the body with inflammatory processes. And I was speaking that there are inflammations going on, and here on a joint level, it really helps the joint to deal with these little inflammatory processes we create maybe even every single day. So if you have pains, then this could be your choice. For example, the joint formula also is very good. Here in this product, we've got the glucosamine, the chondroitin, and we also have got hyaluronic acid. And these three components are very good to, let's say, give food to my cartilage. My cartilage is a tissue that is that also needs, let's say, the food. Yeah, and the nutrition of the cartilage are exactly these three components. Yeah, the glucosamine, the chondroitin, and then the hyaluronic acid. That is what really helps my cartilage. And then the next one, MSM Plus tablets. They're very, very often mentioned also in articles. They speak in general about MSM, which is the organic sulfur. Organic sulfur also helps my body to deal with pains, to deal with inflammations on a natural way. And that could be a super also combination. And by the way, MSM, as it is also a mineral, I think people who, when I take it, at least I can always feel it on my fingernail. I can feel how my connective tissue really gets a boost here. And then the proanthenols as a also good antioxidant and a natural, let's say, helper for the body also to deal with inflammatory processes. So that is a really good combination if you think about, wow, I've got joint aches and pain. And of course, good buddies are the Liprenex and the joint formula, a super good combination, both of them, if you want to try them once, okay? But again, you should always have filled up your deposits, of course. Yeah, this is really fill up your deposits first of all, and then also you can then think on an add-on. And if you've got problems, this could be your choice. Then we were speaking about the that we are too acidy. Yeah. Here, the pH Plus is really good. The pH Plus is an alkaline tablet that has a very potent mix of essential minerals. If we have got an acid, the acid can be neutralized by a lot of water, yeah, or minerals. So that's what you have to give your body also. A lot of water. I had miracles with people starting drinking waters in my clinic, honestly. But also here now the pH Plus. The pH Plus also gives us good minerals and helps us to balance our pH level. I was showing you where we want to be in the middle, the 7, and we don't want to be too alkaline, but we also don't want to be too acidy. So that is where we have to, let's say, where we have to be, yeah, on the, let's say, neutral part. And here the pH tablets help us. You also get these stripes, and these stripes you can, for example, if you put them into your urine, yeah, then you can measure yourself. And here with this scala of the colors, you can see where you are. And if you're too yellowish, then you're too acidy. And if you would be super blue, you would be too alkaline. So it's again good here to be in the green part, as on the scale I showed you before. That is the neutral part. And our company also sends them out with the first order of pH Plus. So you can always have a look. And how am I? Am I too acidy? Am I too whatever? And then you just can test it with your own urine. It's like looking into your body, and the body gives you the answer. So I think it's very interesting. We always have them on the toilet in my family. You know, I've got 3 children, and my children love to wee over them and then have a look and say, oh, look, I'm too acidy, whatever. And one of my sons always says, okay, I'm too acidy. Let's take the daily biobasics. An hour later, he wees over it again or 2, and then he can see it already balanced. So that is nice to have this, let's say, this look inside our body, okay? Okay, acids. Minerals are important. Yes, our company has still got products here. Micromints, for example, which is a very good product. Also a lot of minerals and especially trace elements, really very, very awesome trace elements in here. Then the Calmac, as the word says, calcium and magnesium here, very good also. We need it if we grow. Yeah, and also think about your children, please, too. They're growing. Micromints and Calmac I always gave to my children when they had this, let's say, this phase where they grew a lot. And another mineral, of course, is the iron, but iron you only take if you are really suffer an iron deficiency. That should really be checked by your doctor. If you're iron sufficient, then you can if you have a deficiency, sorry, then you can take it. So that was the topic of, let's say, acidity. Now let's have a look at how can we protect ourselves through antioxidants. Yeah, well, again here, yeah, we are creating free radicals through stress, through toxins, through too much sports, through too little sports, and so on. Yeah, through radiation, a lot of things can cause the free radicals. And the free radicals attacked what? They attacked my cell. And now I want to protect the cell, and I can protect the cell with antioxidants. And the antioxidants are, For example, very important are here the enzymes. That's why I put here down there the product Zomazyme, or the OPC. The OPC is an ingredient that is in the proanthanols I mentioned before. Then the vitamin E is a super antioxidant. Here you go. The company has also got one, and the vitamin C also here. You can see the company also has it. What I want to say is that our company provides us with everything we would probably need, okay? I think in our basic products I mentioned before, where we can fill up our deposits, we already have it all. But sometimes, you know, we go through certain, let's say, challenges in life, we have illnesses or whatever, and then I wanted you to know that there are also these ads on here and in a super good quality, because you all maybe know me and you know that I'm really burning, or I'm really enthusiastic about the quality, because you can be sure that here the quality of the company is really, really giving us super clean supplementation. That's what we need nowadays. The earth, our world outside is polluted, so we need clean stuff, and also, let's say, made up in a way that it goes into my cells. And that's what Life Plus is really always thinking about, and where I rely super well on their quality. Now, antioxidants, more antioxidants we have. Yes, we've got the Fusions Red as a good antioxidant. It's a fruit blend, let's say the superfood blend also here. Then this is also a product I want to mention. If you, for example, do some sport and then you've got the aches in your muscles, Fusion Red helps a lot here to the body to deal with these muscle aches and pains. And yeah, if you want to try it out. And the ubiquinol is also an antioxidant. Proanthanols is an antioxidant. So here you go. Then let's see now. Some other, let's say, friends of inflammations and pain. Well, our super friends of inflammation and pain, let's go to the right side, is of course the Zomazyme, the MSM, the Fusion Red, the Liprenex. Sorry, I forgot this here, the Liprenex, and to take in the inside. Now we also have got the Wonder Gel. That is a non-greasy, non-staining, soothing gel you can put on your paining zones, yeah, for example, on the neck or on the shoulder, or on your knee, wherever it is paining you. And we also have got really good results. There are also some natural herbs in there that help then from the outside. It also like cools it a little bit. It's really a very nice gel that you can also use from the outside. But again, the inflammation and all the things the body needs to repair an inflammation would be in the Zomazyme, because it's full of enzymes, would be in the MSM because it is our biological sulfur. We always also, it always helps the body to deal with inflammation. And here, of course, good antioxidants, whatever, in form of Fusion Red, also helps the body here very well. And really, if you're in pain, try out the combination of MSM and Fusion Red. This is, let's say, comparable, like to say, yeah, you can really help your body on a natural way to deal with the pain, okay? Then the Be Recharged should be mentioned because it's also full of good amino acids. As the word says, Be Recharged. This is the third product from our B program, and the B program is our sports program, starting with Be Focused. That is our pre-workout, Be Sustained while we work out, and the Be Recharged after the workout. And it is really a combination of amino acids, first of all, to help my muscles grow, which is important because we want good and strong muscles, but also there are, let's say, little repairers inside that help the body on a natural way to deal also here with any progress that the body has to do to repair again after, for example, sports we have done, or also after an injury I have had maybe. And the Excel also as here a product also of amino acids here. It's always good because the Excel maintains a good blood flow to the muscles, a good blood flow to the joints, a good blood flow anywhere it has to be. And of course, if I've got the good blood flow there, then my body can transport all the good, let's say, ingredients to the zone that has to be repaired. And an inflammation always is a repairing process. So imagine that you have got the good enzymes and you drink a lot of water and you have maybe, the good L-arginine of the X cell to make sure that the blood flow goes where it should be to here start the repairing. So there's always a benefit you can definitely feel, or you can give your body then, to, let's say, deal with these challenges in a natural way. Last not least, of course, here our Solace products, which are our superfoods. You know, some people say, oh, I don't know, supplementation, whatever. But here the superfoods are you can hear it everywhere in this world. Superfoods you can buy in any shop, let's say. And here our company has, again, outstanding quality where they give us also, again, everything that Mother Nature designed for us. If it is here in the purple flesh, the blueberries or blackberries or acai or all the good berry part, or for example, then I think even the baobab from the baobab tree, then here in our raw cacao and mushroom, all the good mushroom parts and cacao stuff, which is also good. They are full of antioxidants, the purple flesh, the raw cacao, and also the green medley, where you can then find all the green parts like kale, for example, or all kinds of herbs the body knows, or also spirulina and chlorella. So really it's about good things, and they're full of antioxidants, and I need antioxidants. Why? Because I create a lot of free radicals through our lifestyle we have, and we cannot so easily change our lifestyle, but the impact through our lifestyle on our body with free radicals, hyperacidification, and so on is so high that on the other side, to be in a balance, I just have to, put some stuff here on the other side to find my daily balance here. And that's the thing you've got in your hands now. And I think it's really about, think it again, it is about eat healthily every day. Try to go back also with your eating habits to Mother Nature. Teach it to your children. Very important. Add good, clean, and intelligent supplementation. That's what, for me, Life Plus is. I chose this company because this company really convinced me by the value of the supplementation and by the value of the ingredients, how they check it. If you go on their website and you read about, let's say, how they manufacture and how they choose the ingredients, it's really outstanding. I don't know any company who thinks so much before creating a product. It's not about, creating something and selling it. No, our Dr. Dwight McKee is super dedicated super, how do you say, super dedicated with the quality. That is really the thing he first wants to produce a very good quality product. And that is his focus and always has been. And that is what we can enjoy here. So you have got it in your hand what you and your family eat. A good supplementation as an add-on. Don't forget to exercise. So important, please, every day. And you don't have to have a heavy workout. Go for a walk, half an hour. Go for a walk an hour. Move your body. Take your children outside. Play. For the children, it would be playing also. Let them play outside. Go in a park or whatever. That is really very important also for, let's say, this whole topic we were speaking about. Let me give you some results. This is Maria Maya. Maria Maya had, as you can see, she had a ski accident, and she had a rupture of her crucial ligament we have in our knee. We have like a cross ligament in our knee I showed you before, and the one of them was, let's say, like ruptured, okay? And she didn't want an operation, okay? So that happened on the 7th of December, 2016, okay? And on the 1st on the 21st of January, okay, a month later, 2017, she was already exercising. She had no operation. She went on, she of course had a plaster and everything, but she went on good food, super supplementation through the products of Life Plus. Of course, she took then MSM and Zomazyme, all the enzymes to repair again, and so on. And she had amazing results. She could do, even with slight weights, she could already start her workout again. That is only one, for example, of the, let's say, a testimonial. Then here, this lady, you know, you can see she was walking here with a device. Here now it's about the weight loss. Yeah, of course, here she looks different and she fits in one of her trouser legs. Yeah, but it's not about only that. It's about how she feels. Look behind her door. She now has got a bicycle she can use to move, and she doesn't need this device anymore to walk. So outstanding. It's about how does she feel. She, of course, is not suffering so much pain again, and so on. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, she's getting her mobility back. This lady is from Spain. She also did the metabolic reset. Yeah, not good pictures. You know, we're not no cracks in photography. Yeah, but I want to throw some light here on her hand. She couldn't close it anymore. Can you see the two low photos here? So that was in January 2017, and then this is a picture now on the 26th of May 2021, of course, much later. But you know, she was now able to make a fist again, to move her fingers without so much pain. She went on the metabolic reset here on these two photos, you can see also, and then she went on the anchor products, our basic products, yeah, and that is her result. And of course, she had, you know, you can even see it up here in her swelling. She had already immediate results. Now I want to show you a testimonial of an auntie of a team member of us called Rich Love. Her auntie was only able to walk this way. Really in a very bad case, she was not able to walk. She also had this device. Okay, so that was the way she was walking. And of course, she was in pain. The way she now then sits down, you can see how she sits down. And that is, of course, showing that she was not, you know, moving freely with a good mobility. Yeah, going upstairs, for example, or sitting down. She was really suffering. Okay, and constant pain. Yeah. Then she started the products, and that was some months later. Wait, I stopped it again. Oops. She was walking without device. Many more steps, by the way. She was walking through her whole garden. Okay. And now, this year, on the 14th of April, it was her birthday. She was 60 years old. Yeah. I think I don't have to say anything. Yeah, from the first video to the last video. She's living in Africa, as you can see. Her Rich Love was sending the products to her. Yeah, because Life Plus is not still, let's say, providing Africa. But you can see that the products did their job. And that is what always makes me happy every single day. If I see results like that, this is just always cheering me up, always, always, always. That's why I'm here. And, you know, we're not allowed to do any health claims. I didn't do any health claims. This is about testimonials. It's about a natural products helping our body, giving the right fuel to our body, then our body can start to repair itself. That's what it is about, and that's what makes me so enthusiastic. And we don't have to be any doctor here or any therapist, you know, just include good supplements into your life, or even recommend them to people you know. You don't have to be a therapist here. Our company has it all, the basic products. This lady you saw on the video only took the basic products and some MSM. More we couldn't even, let's say, ship to Africa or send to Africa, and she got these outstanding results. So I think that is really, yeah, just a good news. So let's work on our lifestyle. Little changes make a big change. So, don't try to change your whole life. We never do that, yeah? But start with little steps. Think about to include some whatever raw carrots tomorrow, a salad after tomorrow, drink more water. Honestly, I had a patient in Spain in my physiotherapy clinic. He was so full of pain in his feet. And I told him, you know what? I think you don't drink enough. That was a thing I saw on his skin. I thought, this man is not drinking enough. I said, drink more water. And he came back 2 days later. He said, wow, I'm drinking more water. And you know what? My pain is gone. He didn't even take anything else anymore. It was amazing. Think, please, drink enough. That is also, let's say, a medicine. Nature gives us water, let's say. So don't forget that also, to include it, okay? And then do some exercise. It's all in your hands. We can create really our health, and we don't have to suffer all these pains and aches. Thank you so much for listening to me.
I had similar experiences like you, but I have to say many people need to really to get experience by themselves. You can't explain a lot. The decision is the very important point. The decision to do something for your health. You have to be worse to help yourself, even with drinking water, taking a lot of veggies and fruits and things like this, and even this great range of supplements. I'm in this business since 18 years now. And I got, like you, really tons of very, very great results. And I just can recommend, try it and you will get a result for sure. Nobody came out with with no result. But you have to do the decision, and you have to take it at least 3, 4, 6 months, whatever. Then you will really feel and see what these products can do for you, even if you have pain. And I have seen similar experiences like Regina explained, or this lady on the last part was, it's amazing. We can make really the difference in life of people. And that's what pushes me forward, like Regina also told you.
Mm-hmm. And you were working your whole life as a therapist, also with sports people, and there you also noticed good nutrition, and then later on it's something that accompanied you through the life, isn't it?
Yeah. Nutrition in sports, it's, for my opinion, one of the key factors for maybe to be high up in a world championships or whatever. But we are now in a similar way. A mom with 4 kids is a professional, and top manager with 100 people underneath is a professional. So we have also to have professional nutrition, not just food, professional nutrition. And on supplements, that's the only thing with supplements. They are free of any shit and any pesticides and chemical ingredients. So we can take it like you put it in and your body can really use it and you feel the difference. And it's much, much more efficient than maybe a full bowl of fruits or vegetables, because it's concentrated and it's free of all this pesticides and stuff they put in the food industry.
Yeah, that's true. Because Life Plus is cleaning them. That is the good part, you know. Sometimes if I buy strawberries, I know, okay, they're healthy, but then, maybe they're full of pesticides, whatever. I cannot control that so much. So with the supplementation, I know they are controlled, and they're in a way then even cleaner. That is the good part here. True, very true. Thank you so much, Dietmar. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Any questions? Anything you want to say? Even if you don't have questions, maybe you have got a result or anything you want to share with us, you're very welcome to unmute yourself and say something.